Hi everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm going to be creating a Traveller's Notebook spread using a variety of Kerri Bradford stamp sets and a cut file as well. And before I get into it, I just thought I would mention that I have heard the feedback from some of my previous videos that it was a little hard to hear. So I have hopefully fixed that problem, and I hope that you can hear everything I'm saying right through my videos from now on. Okay, so to start off with, I thought I would just run through everything. I've got my papers cut to size. These pages, it's just on printer paper, and they are about 4 by 8 inches each, and that's so that they can be stuck straight into my Traveller's Notebook once the spread is finished. Okay, I've already got my journaling printed on the second page there, so that was just done using my computer and printer. And I've also cut 2 pieces of pattern paper to size. This paper is from Crate Paper. It's from the Cool Kid collection, and I wanted a pattern paper that was fairly solid, that just had a subtle pattern through it, because I want to use these cut files right at the bottom of the page, so I wanted them to be still visible against that background paper. The silhouette file is called A Good Book, and you can find that in Kerri Bradford's store online. And what I've done with this is I realised it would actually fit through my Xyron sticker maker, which I haven't used for years, and my daughter's been using it in her room. However, this one fits perfectly into the sticker maker, so I just thought I'd show you how I've done that one. Purely just stuck it in the top there and pull it through. Rub that down. And now this cut piece is now a sticker that I can stick straight onto my project. So that's ready to go now. I mean, you could stick this on using liquid glue on the back, but this is just so much neater and easier. And when I'm ready, I can just pull that off the backing there and stick it straight onto the bottom of my page. So I've got both of those ready to go. I'm going to put one of those at the bottom of each page. Now, I have stamped up my title already. I did that using the awesome new Brooklyn outline in the small size. These were already available in the solid stamps, and these are my absolute favourite Kerri Bradford stamps. I love these alphabet stamps. But now they're coming in outline as well, and the other sizes are also available in this outline. So what I've done is stamped it onto some thick white paper. So you can see there I had them all on my block. There was only one K in the set, however there are multiples of some of the other letters in this small set, which is really handy. So all I did was stamped it with these letters, and then I stamped this K right at the end to make up my title. And I've also used, for the star, where is it, in here somewhere, I've just used the stars. There's a couple of different size stars in the Hocus Pocus stamp sets, so that's really handy. So I've used those, the Brooklyn small outline for the title. I've also stamped up the date using the awesome It's a Date stamp set. I love that you can just use this for any date, any occasion, and you can use any of these words and phrases in the slot that's underneath where you've put the date. So that's really cool. So I've stamped that up with the appropriate date. I've also used the Label Maker stamp set to create these 2 labels. This spread is all about Book Character Day, which happens during Book Week at our primary school every year. So that's what this spread is obviously about. So what I did was, for Book Character Day, I just printed that out using my printer, and then I used the label stamp with some Stampin' Up! Daffodil Delight ink to stamp around that phrase, which really handily fitted inside that label. I've also stamped up this one here, also in the yellow ink to match my pattern paper, and then I stamped the word Noteworthy, which is from the Hello Life stamp set, and that fit nicely inside that label there. So I've got that one to use. I've also used the Adventure Seeker phrase here, which I've stamped up just in black, and 2 other stamps I've got here are the Stories line from the Defined stamp set, which says Stories, a collection of tales to share with others, which I thought was appropriate for this spread. And from the Nowadays stamp set, I've just used the Love This stamp, which is down the bottom there, which you can see that I've stamped up. And I think that is about it. So I'm ready to now go ahead and show you how I'm going to put this one together today. So I'll pop you one fast forward and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and stuck the pattern paper across the bottom of each page, and I've also run a line of stitching across the top of each of those as well. So now I'm just working out my placement for everything, and I've got those cut file pieces that are going across the bottom. I'm using a pin to get rid of any excess adhesive that might be in the middle of all those little holes in the design, and then I can just stick it directly onto the page. I did use my Silhouette to cut these pieces out, but I believe you can use these cut files with other cutting machines as well. So working on that second one now, again I'm just using a pin to get rid of any of that extra adhesive that I don't want showing through, and then that one can go onto the page as well. Okay, so now that they are stuck down, I can then continue finishing off the first page. So I've got a couple more pieces I want to stick underneath the photo there, so just working out my spacing before I stick everything down. I do already have double-sided tape on the back of each of these pieces just to save a little bit of time. And I've decided I did have a little arrow that I stamped up earlier as well that I'm going to just stick beside the Adventure Seeker piece there. My photo can go above that. Then I've got that other label that I stamped up that says Book Character Day going above the photo. And of course my title will go at the very top. Now when I did finish filming, I added some stitching onto a few of those pieces as well. So you'll see that in the close-up photos at the end of this video. So the second page now, I've got my 2-inch photo going at the bottom there. I'm going to tuck the date in behind the right hand side of that photo, and then the little Love This piece is going to go just above it. So it's almost finished. I've just got the Noteworthy label going above my journaling, and then I decided to stamp another little black star above that as well. So just going to do a little practice on some scrap paper first, and then I can go straight onto the page. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how this spread's come together. I love mixing up Kerri Bradford stamps on my spreads and layouts, and I absolutely love that cut file, that little row of books across the bottom of each of those pages. It's so cute. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'll pop a link down below to Kerri Bradford's studio, and I'll be back again really soon with more to share. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.